guy sitting next to you, his might be completely different than yours. That's okay. Okay? So before I go through, I'll just tell you what they are, okay? In no order. Academically, athletically, socially, geographically, financially. Okay? So those 5 things. I can tell you for me, I didn't come from a wealthy family. Financially, it had to be number 1 on my list. Okay? I didn't want it to be, but it just was what it was. Okay? I had to go to a place I could afford and a place that I could get a good scholarship. Okay? So that was at the very top of my list. The next one for me was athletically. Okay? I wanted to go to a good program. I wanted to play baseball. All right? Number 5 for me was geographically. I did not care where I went. All right? So I'm going to go through these and kind of explain what I mean, and in your head think about what's number 1 for me, what's number 2, and what's number 5. Okay? So first one, athletically. A lot of ways to go with this, but is it a place that you can go compete right away? I didn't say get the starting job right away. If you walk in and you're just a starting shortstop, that probably means you could have went to a higher level or a better school or whatever. Okay? Can I go and can I compete with players? Okay? I don't care where you go. If you go somewhere and you sit for 3 years, you will not enjoy it. If you come to Illinois and you sit for 3 years and get 14 at bats, you're going to hate your life. Okay? Go somewhere where you can compete and get on the field to play. That's why you're doing it. Okay? Same thing with athletics. Do you like the coaching staff? How many players do they carry? Do they have 60 guys in the fall? Something to look at. Okay? How's their facilities? Did they play in a good conference? Did they win? You know, if it's a 2-year school, did they send guys off to a 4-year school? All right, so all those things to look at, okay, and understand. All right, next one, academically. Do they offer kind of what you want to do or what you think you might want to do? Okay, you know, if you want to be an engineer, Illinois would be a great school. It has a great engineering program. Okay, if you want to be a PE teacher, to me it doesn't make sense to contact Yale, see if you can play for their team if you want to be a PE teacher, right? Why would you do that? Okay, so think about maybe what area you want to go to academically, and then see if that school offers. Okay. Next one, financially, how much does it cost to go there? What type of scholarships do they have? Is there academic money? I promise you, student loans are not fun to pay off. I'm still paying them off, and I got a pretty good scholarship. Okay, baseball players at Division I level, we have 11.7 scholarships for 35 people. 11.7 scholarships for 35 people. Only 28 can be on scholarship. Okay? That means at least 7 are walk-overs. That's everybody in the country. Everybody. Division I level. Okay? A normal scholarship, Division I, is probably 40%. So you could be a stud. We could want you so much. You could be our everyday catcher. And you're going to get 40%. So can you afford a $70,000 tuition? Okay? Everybody's got to be in a different position there. Okay? Another one, socially. Do you want a big school? Do you want a small school? Do you want to go to a school of 50,000 people and you don't know anybody except for your team? You want to go to a school maybe 5,000 where you're walking to class and you know people from all different walks of life. Okay? And the other one, geographically. You want to stay close to mom and dad or you want to get the hell away from them? All right? Some of you guys might be really close with grandparents. Do you want to stay close? Like, that is important. If you're a person that's like, man, I don't think I could live, you know, 6 hours away. If you're from Kansas City, there's no point wasting your time emailing Illinois because we're 6.5 hours away if you're not comfortable living that far away. Okay? So again, those 5 things, just think about like what's number 1, what's number 2. If you find schools that check off 1 and 2 and even into 3, attack those schools. I'm going to get into how here in a minute. Okay? But go after those schools. Basically, at the end of the day of this, I'm telling you, don't send a broad email to 200 schools or try to get recruited by schools all over the country. Pick 10 to 20 and go after those 10 to 20. Okay? You'll have a way more success than just trying to chase, you know, a bunch of schools that are probably either unrealistic athletically or unrealistic of what you're looking for and what's your right fit. Cool? Okay. Talking about how you go after them. To me, email is the number 1 way right now. Okay? Email them. Here's what you need to include in an email. Name, grad year, where you're from, summer team, high school team, and measurables. Okay? Notice I did not say stats. Okay? I do not care that you hit 370 for your JV team. I do not care. I don't care that you hit 3 home runs for varsity. I don't care that you threw a no-hitter. I don't know who you're playing against, right? I don't care that you hit, you stole 6 bases. I have no idea who the catcher was. Does that kind of make sense, okay? Measurables are important because that way we can evaluate where you're at compared to the rest of the country. What you just did today is measurables, verified measurables, okay? So if you say, Coach, I was just at the Best in the U.S. tournament showcase, and I ran a 6.7, and I threw 92 from the outfield. Guess what? I know that that's accurate, because I can call up Nolan and say, hey, is this right? And he's going to say yes. Now I know. Okay? If you tell me you throw 90, I'm not going to believe you. It's not that I don't trust you. You guys are probably all great kids, but as my job, I can't just trust that you throw 90, right? That your exit velo is 103. Like, I have to know that it's verifiable, okay? My job is to win, right? My job is to recruit players to help us win. So I am gonna make sure that everything that you're telling me is accurate. So in the email, make sure measurables over stats, okay? I'm not saying, yeah, if you hit 16, it's like, yeah, tell me. If you steal 50 bases, tell me, okay? If you throw 18 no-hitters, let me know that. But anything else, like, it's not that important. Your stats really aren't the end-all be-all, okay? Keep the email short and sweet. I probably get 20 to 30 a day, okay? Probably 100 a week of kids trying to get my attention, right? Short, sweet, to the point, all right? The biggest key right now is video, okay? Include video in your emails, all right? Very, very easy. It's free. It's simple. Everybody has a cell phone. YouTube is free. You can take a video of yourself, put it on YouTube, copy the link, put it in the email. Okay? So that way when I get an email, your name, your grad year, where you're from, all that, I click the link and I have a 2 to 3 minute video that I can see what I need to see. Okay? We don't need a whole hype video of you running in the sand with, background music and all production. Hitters, 5 open side, maybe 4 or 5 from behind, ball flight. Okay? Pitchers, if you're a pitcher, radar gun. Again, don't tell me you throw 90, show me. You have a camera, you have a radar gun, and then we have you. So when you throw that ball and it shows 88, I know it's legit. Make sense? Okay? Don't use a lighter ball either. All right? Don't be cheap. Okay, so that's some ways. Infielders, 4 or 5 ground balls. Outfielders, 3 throws. That's all we need. Okay? And keep updating that too. Hopefully you guys are developing. Hopefully you're getting better. So month to month, year to year, keep updating those videos. Send it to the coaches so they can see the progress that you've made. Okay? Any questions so far? We're gonna have some questions. Thank you. Let's go.